On Sunday, the 24th of July, the media were given the opportunity to visit the Green in Wennington, almost a week after a horrendous fire ripped through the heart of the community on what we now know was the hottest day the country has ever seen. We were given a tour by Havering's Fire Chief, Borough Commander Paul McClenahan, Havering's Leader of the Council, Councillor Ray Morgan, and Havering's Chief Executive, Andrew Blake Herbert. The tour began on the Green itself, on a house where we believe the fire actually started. Able to see the incredible destruction done to this house. There literally was nothing left but a pile of ashes. There we visited the church. The church is the heart of the community and we know was completely engulfed by flames, yet no damage to this church has been done whatsoever. A wooden bench on church ground has remained completely intact. Headstones, gravestones have remained completely undamaged. Yet we saw the complete destruction done by the fire behind the church on grassland, and from there how it ripped through numerous houses, leaving a trail of destruction. We saw property after property completely destroyed by the blaze. These were heartbreaking scenes to know that they were once people's homes that are now nothing but a pile of ashes. And we know these residents have had the opportunity to go back and see the damage, the extensive damage done by the fire, and how heartbreaking it must have been for them. We were told then how the fire actually jumped across the road to nearby grassland and completely destroyed grassland nearby and a farmhouse nearby. As you can see from the footage, the grassland is completely destroyed, black and nothing but a pile of ashes. We know our firefighters, who worked so incredibly hard, contained the blaze and saved another nearby farmhouse from destruction. Many donations have been given to residents who have lost everything in this horrendous blaze. Havering's Leader of the Council, Councillor Ray Morgan, addressed our heroic firefighters to thank them for the incredible work they've done on what we now know was the hardest day for the London Fire Brigade since the Second World War.
Hi, I'm Councillor Ray Morgan, Leader of Havering Council. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's helped in the past few days. The support for the local community here in Wennington has been absolutely tremendous. We've had donations from far and wide and people are still wanting to help. You can go to the Havering Council website and donate money to the Salvation Army Fund, which is collected for people here in Wennington. But also I'd like to pay tribute to all the emergency services, particularly the fire service, who had to work in extreme conditions here. You know, you had temperatures of 40 odd degrees, wearing all the clothes, protective clothes they have to wear, and trying to put out a fire. That must have been incredibly difficult. And also the police as well, they've done their part as well by making sure that people are in the right place at the right time. We've also had the utility companies down here, such as Cadent and UK Power Network, and they've done their utmost to ensure that people's power is restored as soon as possible. There's still some people that still haven't got their gas connected again, but the utility company is working very hard to do that as quick as they can. And I would also like to thank some of the other probably people who don't always get mentioned in this particular instance. For example, Willow Farm, the premier in there, they immediately helped us by setting up a little centre there so that we could start to take people's details in order that we can keep in continuous contact with them. There's also local retailers who donated a vast array of food, goods, clothes, you name it, they donated it, which has been hugely appreciative. And yes, there's Pippa's Army who came down here because obviously a number of pets needed to be looked afterwards because their home had gone, and they've been around and supporting people immensely too. So yes, there's a lot of people that don't normally get a mention, but I'd like to try and mention as many people as possible in order for them to get the credit they so richly deserve.